Hi all, welcome to the Odoo 70 webinar and thanks for visiting. We will discuss the manufacturing module today. Give everyone a bit of time to join. So I think we can start now. Today we will discuss the Odoo 70 manufacturing module. A business may effectively manage manufacturing orders, bill of materials, work centers, and track all manufacturing operations at every level with the use of Odoo 70 ERP system. So, today we will talk about the manufacturing module. Introducing the Odoo 70 manufacturing module to the participants and end users is the goal of today's webinar. In this session, we will be focusing on the manufacturing module's updated features and functionalities. Before we begin, allow me to introduce myself and my company. I am Subisha, a functional consultant with Cybrosys Technologies. We are one of the Odoo ERP companies growing at fastest rate. We are among the Odoo ERP firms with the quickest rate of growth. Cybrosys Technology is a private limited company with ISO certification that is committed to providing top-notch software solutions globally. In addition to providing source code sales and bespoke software development, our area of expertise include Odoo ERP customization, implementation, and related services. We stand out for our dedication to quality and creativity, providing customized solutions for multinational corporations. Then, why Odoo ERP? Although there are several ERP solutions available, Odoo is growing popularity every day and has millions of users. The primary reason is because Odoo is an open-source enterprise resource planning system that includes a wide range of business-related applications, including manufacturing, HRMS, e-commerce sales management, accounting, and customer relation management. This program is easily customizable for various types of businesses. When compared to other proprietary ERP packages, this is cost-effective solution. Additionally, there are lots of options for integration and customization, and Odoo releases new versions every year that improve and expand the features that are already available. Odoo is an extremely adaptable and user-friendly ERP system. Then, let's move to manufacturing module. The main chapters we discuss in this webinar are WorkCenter configurations, bill of materials, manufacturing orders, master production schedule, shop floor management, quality checks, maintenance of equipments, ECU change of BOM and products, and reporting. WorkCenter configurations. The manufacturing process is managed in medium-sized to large business by coordinating the activities of many work centers. With the aid of Odoo 70, it's feasible to allocate each manufacturing stages to these work centers and coordinate them. Bill of materials. Users can make a list of raw materials and operations needed to make the product using bill of material feature in Odoo 70 manufacturing module. Master production schedule. A production forecasting method based on anticipated demand might be thought of as master production planning. Manufacturers can utilize the master production planning feature to schedule production. Quality checks. To verify standard compliance, quality control plans and checkpoints are defined at different production phases in Odoo 70. This process is part of quality checking process for manufactured goods. These procedures can involve maintaining quality parameters, doing manual checks, and automating inspections, all of which are integrated to the manufacturing cycle. Maintenance. The production process will be delayed and productivity will be lost if any of these machines or pieces of equipment malfunction. So, any type of maintenance orders within a firm can be monitored with the help of Odoo 70 maintenance module. Repair orders. To ensure flawless performance, the Odoo 70 repair module can be coupled with the manufacturing module. The best option for managing repair services for products covered by the warranty with this Odoo 70 repair module. Product Lifecycle Management. Odoo 70 Product Lifecycle Management module offers an efficient way to handle all product-related data and operations that are carried out at various stages of the product lifecycle. A centralized system for storing product-related data will make it easier for manufacturers to access necessary product versions whenever they need it. Reporting. Users can acquire a precise analysis of the actions carried out in a module thanks to the reporting platform available in Manufacturing Module, which help the users to gain a sense of the manufacturing operations carried out during a certain time period. Then, let's move to manufacturing. Odoo 70 is a completely dependable system for effectively managing work orders. The specialized module has made it easier to organize and plan every step of manufacturing processes. In this webinar, we will take a close look at Odoo 70 manufacturing module. So, click on the manufacturing module. Then the overview window of the work centers in Odoo 70 will access while clicking on the manufacturing module. As seen, this platform will display all the configured work centers in the system. The work center can be directly managed from this dashboard. You can keep track of all work orders for the specific work center by using the work order button. Here, you can use the little monitor icon for this. Currently, there is one work order in progress in this work center. Then, you can access additional operating tools by clicking on the three dots located at the upper right corner of each work center tab. You can take steps to plan orders and maintenance using this menu. Additionally, it displays a button for creating reports on performance, waiting availability, and overall equipment efficiency. To make the necessary changes to the work center's configuration, users can use the settings option. Then, you can see a tiny red dot on the work center if the work center is obstructed. Then, there are no active work orders at the specific work center, as indicated by the yellow color of planned orders. Before going to the configuration of work center, let's check the options available under the settings option first. So, from the settings, we can check the options. The first option is work orders. By enabling this, we can process the operations at specific work centers. Then, the work order dependencies is used to set an order that the work order should be processed in. By activating this feature, we get another dependencies option under our Bill of Materials Miscellaneous tab. Then the subcontracting is, we can enable the subcontracting if we need to subcontract the production of some products. By enabling the shop floor options, we can manage our operations directly from the shop floor app. Then if we need to show the timer on work order screen, we need to enable the timer option. By enabling the barcode scanner, we can process manufacturing orders from the barcode application. The next option is quality. We can enable the quality option to add quality checks on our work orders. If we need to create customizable worksheet on your quality check, we need to enable the quality worksheet. Then unlock manufacturing orders option allow the manufacturers to modify the quantities to consume without the need of prior approval. Then by enabling the byproduct, we can add byproducts under the Bill of Materials. Then if we want to view and allocate the manufactured quantities directly to the delivery orders, we need to enable the allocation report for manufacturing orders. So let's check each one separately. Then let me start with the configuration of work centers. After enabling the work order option, we need to save the configuration. Then let's move to configuration. and choose the WorkCenters option. So, the manufacturing process is managed in medium-sized to large business by coordinating the activities of many WorkCenters. With the aid of Odoo 70, it's feasible to allocate each manufacturing stages to the WorkCenters and coordinate them. Here, we can see the already defined list of WorkCenters, together with the information such as name of WorkCenter, its code, tag, alternative WorkCenters, cost per hour, capacity, time efficiency, and OEE target. The view can also be changed to Kanban view by clicking on the Kanban option. Then, if we need to create a brand new WorkCenter, we can choose the new option. Currently, I am not creating a new WorkCenter. We can use the drill station to check the configuration. Here, you can specify the name of WorkCenter in the WorkCenter name box for the internal identification. In the provided space, provide the proper tag for the WorkCenter. If the actual WorkCenter is busy, you might indicate the alternative WorkCenter that can be used to continue the manufacturing process in place of this one. Here, drill station 1 is set as the alternative WorkCenter for the drill station 2. Then we need to add the code, working hours and the company name for this WorkCenter to the corresponding fields. Here we can see or we can add additional information on this WorkCenter specifying inside the general information tab. So let's check the general information tab, which indicate the production informations, the time efficiency, capacity, OEE target, that are included in the general information. Here, the projected length of work orders completed in this WorkCenter will be specified in the time efficiency column. Then the number of goods that can be produced concurrently in this WorkCenter is indicated by the capacity. Then the OEE target field display the overall efficiency target in percentage. In the costing information session, we can add the cost of WorkCenter and the employee per hour. Then enter the WorkCenter's setup time and cleanup time. If you wish to restrict access to WorkCenter to a certain group of employees, it's possible now. For that, we need to add the name of employee who are permitted to access the WorkCenter can be entered in the allowed employee session. Now, the WorkCenters can use their PIN to log into WorkCenters and manage the work orders. Here, I added the allowed employees as Magdemo and Michelle admin. So, you may discover the PIN of relevant employees on the HR settings tab of the employee form. Then, in the description area, you can include the information about the WorkCenter. Then the next tab is specific capacities. Specify the specific of WorkCenter's capacity. Use the specific capacity tab. You may mention the product inside this by using the add a line option. Then here we can mention the product, capacity, setup time and cleanup time. The capacity session allows to specify how many units of this product can be manufactured concurrently. Then under the equipment tab, we can add more information regarding the equipment utilized in this WorkCenter for the production process can be entered. The equipment name, technician, equipment category, MTBF, MTTR and next estimated failure date can be viewed from here. We can use the add a line button. Then you will see a pop-up window with a list of equipment that has previously configured. It's possible to configure new equipment from here by clicking this new button. Currently, I'm not adding any equipment here. Then let's move to the next tab, which is maintenance. It is used for the maintenance details, to view the maintenance details of this particular WorkCenter, which we will discuss later. And after adding such details, we can save the WorkCenter configuration. Then here at the WorkCenter form view, there are smart buttons that allow you to keep an eye on operations overall equipment effectiveness, productivity loss, WorkCenter loads, and work order performance. The performance analysis report of the WorkCenter based on employee cost, duration, users, and loss reason can be obtained by pressing the overall equipment effectiveness button. Using the appropriate button, you may view the report of loss onto various factors such as equipment failure and lower speed. The WorkCenter load can be used to determine the proportion of real time to anticipated work order completion times. Then the work order assigned in this WorkCenter performance analysis report can be found under the performance button. This is all about the WorkCenter. Then let's move to the next option, which is bill of materials. So we can get the bill of material option from the products menu. Here we can see bill of materials. Configuring the products components in a Odoo 70 manufacturing module is required before creating the manufacturing orders. You may make a list of raw materials or components needed to make the product using bill of material feature in Odoo 70 manufacturing module. When a manufacturing order is created using this bill of materials, the components listed in appropriate BOM will automatically appear in the manufacturing orders components tab. Check out the functionality of manufacturing modules. So we get the bill of material option from the products menu. Then as seen in the window, which display a list of bill of materials that have previously been configured. You get the information about the product, reference, BOM type, and company from the list view. To create a new bill of material, click on the new button. So in the respective field, indicate the product variant, reference, and the quantity that you intend to make. You may produce 3 types of bill of materials. You can choose the type of type as manufacture this product, kit, or subcontracting in the BOM type area. You can use the manufacture this product option if you are generating this BOM with the purpose of manufacture this product. Then you can sell the parts of bill of material as a kit if you choose the kit option. Then by choosing the subcontracting option, you are telling the allocated subcontractor to use this BOM to manufacture the product for you. Each of these BOM types will be examined independently. So let's start with the option kit. Currently I am discarding this and choosing the bill of material for the product fan. So you can assemble the parts of products that has several components as a kit and sell the kit as whole. You will be prompted to choose the BOM type when drafting a bill of material. Here you will discover the kit option. Any changes to the inventory of kit will also affect the individual parts. You may now construct a bill of material for the primary product by going to the platform and configuring the bill of material. Choose the kit BOM type, then list each component of the product under the Components tab. So once the kit has been configured, you can sell this item by generating a sale order. Here we can see this is for the product fan, and I'm choosing the BOM type as kit. Under Components tab, I mentioned 2 components. The first one is motor with 1 quantity and the second one is leaf with 4 quantity. Then let's move to the sales module. Here we can see the sales module, and I'm creating a new quotation, choosing a random customer named as DecoEdit, and here I'm choosing the product fan with 1 quantity. Let's confirm the quotation. Then we can see a delivery option is here. Then once a sale order has been confirmed, we can check the delivery option to view the list of individual kit components. Here we can see the individual kit components under the operations page. The inventory module can be used to replenish any component that are missing at the time of sale order is confirmed. Here we can validate the delivery. Then let's check the detailed operation. Here we can see while selling the product fan, the component motor with 1 quantity and the leaf with 4 quantity is picked from the stock location. This is the BOM type kit. Then the next one is subcontracting. Let's move to the manufacturing module and again choosing the bill of material. Here, it is not necessary for the corporation to manufacture every part of the products. By subcontracting, you can designate the subcontractor to produce the components while you concentrate more on putting the purchased components together. So let's open the bill of material for the product chair. Here we can see the BOM type is subcontracting. Then first we need to enable the subcontracting option from settings to get this BOM type here. Here I created for the this bill of material for the product chair and BOM type is subcontracting and I choose Gemini Furniture as the subcontractor. So we need to specify the subcontractor name inside the product. Here we can see under purchase, we need to specify the subcontractor name as vendor. Then under inventory, we need to enable the route as buy. Then here the component is wood panel and we need to enable the route under inventory. Here we need to enable the route as resupply subcontractor on order. Then let's move to purchase module. And I'm creating a request for quotation from the vendor. I choose the subcontractor here. So I'm purchasing the product chair from the subcontractor. So let's confirm the order. Here we can see two smart buttons. One is for resupplying and the other one is for receipt. We need to resupply the component wood panel to the subcontractor's address from our stock. So we need to validate the resupply option first. Then after validating the resupply, here we can see the receipt is in ready stage. Here we can see it is subcontracting and we can receive the chair from the Gemini Furniture's location to our stock location. Then we can validate the receipt. This is the second BOM type subcontracting in manufacturing module. Then let's move to check the BOM type for manufacturing. Here under products, again choosing the bill of material. Here we can see here is a bill of material for table and here which is for manufacture this product. So here the chosen product is table. Let's check the table. Here we can see there are two variants. One is table with type wood and the second one is table with type glass. Then this is the bill of material created for both tables. So let's start by talking about how develop a BOM for the product manufacturing. Then using the add a line button under the components tab, we can mention the components. Here I added component wooden top, glass top, table leg, bolt, screw and shell leg as components. Here we can see this wooden top is used for manufacturing table with type wood and the glass top is used for manufacturing the table with type glass. Then table leg, bolt, screw, shell leg are the components used for both the variants. Then you can check the operations. Here you have now add the operation designed for the work centers under the operations tab to finish the product's manufactures. Using the matching button, it's possible to duplicate the current operations already allocated to the product. Alternatively, press the add a line button. Here a pop-up window describing the specifications of operations will appear. In the appropriate field, indicate the operations to be performed and the work center. You can enter them in apply on variations area in the operations is also applicable in the product variations. Set the duration computation according to your need. Here we can see we have two options for setting the operations duration. Either manually setting it, or we can compute it based on the track time. Here the default duration is also displayed. Then under the operations worksheet, here we can add it as PDF, Google slide or text. Along with this, we can fill out the available area with the description of operation procedure. Currently, I am not configuring a new operation. Here we can see there are two operations for the manufacturing of table. The first one is assembly, which happens inside the WorkCenter assembly line, and the second one is varnishing, which happens inside the WorkCenter drill station 1. Then inside the components, here we can see a component named as shellac, which is only using for the operation varnishing. Here I mentioned consumed in operation as varnishing, which means the component shellac is only used when the operation varnishing is performed. Then if you have any byproduct, we can mention the byproduct name under the byproduct tab. Then let's move to the miscellaneous. Here we have options like adding routing. Routing is nothing. Here we can specify the operation type. Then the next one is manufacturing lead time. This is typically an amount of time needed to produce a product. Then the days to prepare the manufacturing order is nothing, which is to ensure you have adequate time to manufacture semi-finished item or refill the components. Create and confirm manufacturing orders well in advance. Then manufacturing readiness box we can find under the miscellaneous tab. So you can choose when to begin the manufacturing of this product. You can change it to when all components are available if manufacturing won't begin until all parts are guaranteed to be accessible. You can begin the production by using when the components for the first operation are available if there are enough components to complete the first operation. This will be determined by the flexible conception if you are permitted to eat more or less the components than what is specified inside the BOM. It can be set to blocked, allowed and allowed with a warning. Then Odoo 70 will let you to choose the sequence in which the work orders are completed if we enable the work order dependencies option from the module settings. As I said before, you can choose the sequence of the operations by activating the operation dependencies option from the miscellaneous tab. Then after activating this operation dependencies, another field blocked by will appears inside this operations menu. Here the first operation need to perform is assembly, and varnishing will perform only after completion of the first operation. So here we can add blocked by, so which means the varnishing is blocked by the first operation. So we need to complete the first operation, assembly. Then after completion of assembly, we need to start the operation varnishing. Then here, once the configuration of BOM is completed, you may use it to help you to create a manufacture order for the corresponding product. Then the statistic about the length of work order associated with this routing will be provided by the Operations Performance Smart tab. Here, to acquire a general overview of the BOM, we can utilize the Overview Smart tab. As shown here, we can see the details on product, operations, quantity, free to use, on hand, availability, lead time, etc. By using this, we get an estimate cost details about the production. This is the cost needed for the manufacturing of one quantity. If we want to increase the quantity, we can add the number of quantities here. Then which is for the variant wood, and if we want to choose the variant glass, here we can see the total cost. Then let's check how the manufacturing process happens. To create a new manufacturing order, we need to go to the Operations tab. Here we can see manufacturing orders. To produce a flawless finished product, several activities are included in a production order. So all of this procedure can be marked as work orders when configuring a manufacturing order in Odoo 70 manufacturing module. In Odoo 70, you may generate the production orders to accomplish this. The manufacturing orders option may be found in the manufacturing module's operations menu. Odoo 70 will open a list of manufacturing orders produced in this module when you select this options. For this platform, you may choose from the list view. Here we can see the list view, Kanban view, calendar view, pivot view, graphical view, and the activity list. The list view previews the information about manufacturing orders like reference number, schedule date, the product name, next activity, the source details, component status, quantity, company, and the state. Then by selecting the new button, we can configure or we can create new production orders. So by selecting the new button, a new production order can be created. The following form view can be then come up. You can enter the name of product you want to make in product section. Here I am adding the same product table. Here we can choose either wooden table or the glass table. Here I am choosing the table glass. Then here we can see the components are glass top, table leg, bolt, screw, etc. Then the shellac. Then under the work orders, here we can see assembling and varnishing is added. We are not adding any byproducts inside our bill of material, and it's also possible to add new byproduct from here also. Then under the miscellaneous tab, here we can see the operations type, the components location, finished product location, and the source, company details, etc. After adding such details, we can confirm the manufacturing order. And I'm copying the sequence number. Here we can see under work orders, here the first operation assembling is waiting for the components. Here we can start this by clicking the start button. And here we can see the next option is varnishing, which is waiting for another work order, which means after completing the assembling process, we can start the varnishing. We can start the operation from here, or here we can see under this operations menu. Here we have an option work orders. By clicking this, and I'm searching with the manufacturing order sequence number, here we can see the same operations are available here. We can click this start button. Now the first operation is in progress. So we can mark it as done, or we can move to the shop floor from here. Here we can see this window will give all the details about this particular work order. And here by clicking this open shop floor button, we can move to the shop floor. Here we can see this is for the production of table glass, and the timer is moving here. By clicking this 3 dot, we can make if there is any product, there is any damaged product, we can create a scrap order from here. If I'm creating a scrap for screw with one quantity, we can see the quantity, source location, and the scrap location here. We can create scrap order directly from here, and it's possible to add new component from here. I'm choosing screw with 2 quantity, and we can click this add component. Now the component will add it here. And if we need to add any byproduct, we can use add byproduct button. If we want to move to the WorkCenter, we can use this. And if we have any worksheet improvement suggestion, we can use this. And if there is any quality issues, we can create a quality alert from here also. And it's also possible to request the maintenance of equipment or the WorkCenter from the shop floor. Here I'm closing this. After adding such changes, we can complete this operation by clicking mark as done button. Now let's move back to work orders. Here we can see the first operation is in progress. We can click this done button to finish. Now the first operation is finished and the second operation is waiting. Then let's move to manufacturing orders. Here we can see our manufacturing process. Then from the WorkCenter, we can move to shop floor and we can start the first operation. Then we can mark it as done. Here we can see the product component is shellac, and after completing the operation, we can choose this close button or close production button to close it. Here we can see the consumption warning. After confirm this, here we can see the operation is completed. Then both the operations are completed, which are in finished status here. Then here we can see the manufacturing order is completed. Here we can see the state is done, and there are some smart tabs here. By clicking this, here we can see we scrapped a product screw. We can see the scrap order here, and under operation, here we have scrap orders. Here we can also see this is a scrap order which we created from the manufacturing order. Then I'm open. Here we can see the second one is traceability. From the traceability report, here we can see the details of product, which means the table glass is produced and it is moved from production location to stock, and the others are components which are moved from stock location to products. Here we can see the quantity also. Then by using the product movement, here we can see the movement of products. Here we can see the table glass is moved from virtual location, production location to the stock, and others are component which are moved from stock to the production location. Here we can see there is a component screw which is moved from stock location to the scrap location. Then the next one is overview. From the overview, here we can see the cost details of the components and operations separately. This is how the manufacturing works in Odoo 70. Now let's move to check some other features. So here I'm going to configuration settings. Here we can see allocation report for manufacturing orders, which means the allocation report means we can view and allocate manufactured quantities directly to the delivery orders, which we already discussed inside the inventory module, which means the purpose of allocation report. So let's check how the allocation report works in manufacturing module. For that, I'm going to sales module and creating a quotation for deco edits. So the customer demands the product Crocs with the 10 quantities. So let me confirm the order. And when I'm checking the delivery, here we can see the product is not available. Then moving back to quotations and creating one more sale order for another customer, Azure Interior. The customer requests the same product with 25 quantities. Then confirm the order. Inside the delivery, still the product is not available. Here we can see the demand quantity. So here we can see 2 requests for same product is created, but the product is not available inside our stock. So let me create a manufacturing order for the product. So let's create a manufacturing order for the product Crocs. Here we can see the bill of material. I'm adding the quantity as 30, which means we need to produce 30 quantities of Crocs. Let me confirm the order. Here we can see the order is in confirmed stage. Then I'm clicking on this produce all button here. Now the manufacturing process is completed. And here we can see a new smart tab allocation is shown here. Let me open this. Yes, here we can see the 2 delivery orders. One is for deco edit and the second one is for Azure Interior. So when I'm clicking on this first one, here we can see the demand quantity is 10 and the reserved quantity is 10. Now the product availability is shown as available. We can validate the order from here and back. Here we can see the second delivery order is created for Azure Interior and the remaining quantities is reserved here, and we can validate this. Now the order is not completed. We can either create a back order or we can click no back order. Currently I am clicking no back order. Now the operation is completed. This is how the allocation report works in manufacturing order. So move back to manufacturing and go to settings. Yes, here we can see the next option is quality, which means we can add quality checks to our work orders. While enabling this quality option, one another module quality installed here. So let's go to the quality module. Yes, here we can see the quality module. Quality management is the process of supervising all tasks and operations to maintain a target degree of quality. This procedure entails the development of quality assurance, control, policy and improvement. Prior to putting products on the market for clients, the corporation must execute a number of quality checking operations for the commodity. You can configure all of your activities in a single system thanks to Odoo 70 quality module. So we can activate the quality option from the settings first. Here we can see inside the quality overview, this is the quality team. From the configuration, we can configure quality teams. So we need to mention the team name and company. Then here we can see the quality alert stage. Quality alert is created when the quality check failed. Here we can see the stages. We need to move through the stages to complete a quality alert. Then here we can see the quality tags, which is nothing for using for the search options. Then first we need to create quality control points. Here I am creating a quality control point, or let's check the quality control points from here. Yes, here we can see already a quality control point is created here, which is here we just add the title as quality checking, which is for the product table, and here we can see the operation as manufacturing, and here we can mention the work order operation. Here just mention the work order operation as molding. This is for the manufacturing process of the product table. Here we can see here we can mention the company name, responsible person, the step document, then the worksheet pages, etc. Here we have three options. We can check the quality control per operation, product or quantity. While checking, while setting it as quantity, it's possible to do the partial test. If I'm enabling this as 50% of products, which means we need only 50% of total quantity going through the quality checking process. So here currently I'm set the control per as operation, and we can use different type of quality check like instruction, take a picture, register consumed materials, register production, register byproduct, print labels, pass or fail, measure, etc. For an example, here I am choosing the quality check as measure, and here we can see we can add the norm as in meters. Here I add the norm as 25, then the tolerance is between 0 to 25, and here we can mention the quality team, which is main quality team. So let me confirm. Then let's go to the quality check. Before going to the quality checking, here we can see under WorkCenter, we already said about the alternative WorkCenter. So here we can see there is a WorkCenter named Drill Station 2, and here we set Drill Station 1 as the alternative WorkCenter. Then under preview, here we can see currently yes, here we can see there is nothing in progress, both in drill station 1 and 2. So let's go to create, or before that, let me check the bill of material for the product table, because we set quality control point for the product table. Here we can see the components, and here we can see the same operation molding is here, which is performed in WorkCenter drill station 2. So let me create a manufacturing order for the product table. It's at the work order. Here we can see the drill station 2 as WorkCenter. Let me confirm the order and start the operation. Now the operation molding is in progress inside the WorkCenter drill station 2. At the same time here, if we have one more manufacturing order for the same product, so let me add the same product again, the table, and here we can see the molding operation is we need to perform the molding operation inside the drill station 2, but currently the drill station 2 is busy. Here inside the overview, here we can see in drill station 2 currently there is a work order is in progress stage. So let me again go back to the manufacturing order, and here we can see one is in draft stage, and we can confirm the order. And inside the WorkCenter, here we can see the drill station 2 is in waiting stage, and let me plan. Yes, after planning, here we can see the WorkCenter is automatically changed to drill station 1, which means the drill station 2 is busy. So the operation is performed inside the alternative WorkCenter. We set drill station 1 as alternative WorkCenter for drill station 2. Now the operation must perform inside the drill station 1. So here, when I'm going to the overview, here we can see there is one operation is in progress. Let me open here. We have quality checking. While clicking on this, here we can see the quality checking. We need to add the measure. Here I am adding the measure as 25. Then click the validate option. Here we can see the quality checking operation is completed. Now we can click the mark as done. So we need to provide a lot or serial number for the final product. So let me go to the manufacturing order. So yes, here we can see we need to set a lot or serial number for the product. By clicking this button, here we can see a lot number is assigned. It's possible to change the lot number. Currently, I'm adding the serial number as I'm creating a new serial number SN02. Yes. Now we can complete the manufacturing process by clicking this producer button. Now the manufacturing process is completed. This is the use of this is how the alternative WorkCenter will works or happens. Then inside the products, here we can see the lot or serial number. Here we can see the created lot number is here with SN02. Yes, here we can see the on-hand quantity is 1, which means a table with the serial number SN02 is created, is produced. And under product, here we can see the lot or serial number and the product variants also. Here we can see all the product variants while checking for one product table. Here we can see these all are the product variants. Here we can see the created table type wood is here. On hand quantity is 1. Then it's also we also know about the products etc. So let me go to the next option. Then under operation, here we can see manufacturing orders which we already discussed. We can view all the created manufacturing orders from here, and it's possible to create a new one by clicking on this new button. And under work orders, here we can see all the work orders. By removing the filter, here we can see all the work orders with status. Then from unbilled orders, we can see all the unbilled orders, which means we can unbuild a manufacturing order. From here, by clicking on this new button, we can create an unbilled order, and it's possible to create a new unbilled order from manufacturing. Here, I'm choosing here we can see a manufacturing order. We can click this unbilled button to create a new unbilled order. We need to add the quantity, source location, destination location, and it's possible to change the destination location. Currently I'm setting the destination location as stock shelf 1, and we can click this unbilled button. So the unbilled order is created. We can view the unbilled order from here, from the manufacturing order, by clicking on this smart button. And from the unbilled orders, here we can see the created unbilled order, which is in done status, which means it's completed. And we can view the order from here, which is for the product table wood, and we can see the bill of material, quantity, manufacturing order, from which manufacturing order this order is created, and here we can see the source location, destination location, and the company name. By clicking on this product moves, here we can see the product movement, which means the components which we use to manufacture the table wood is moved from the production location to the destination location, and the final product wood is moved from stock location to the production location. This is how the unbilled orders work. And the next one is scrap orders, which we already discussed. Here we can see the scrap order with the product name, quantity, manufacturing order, and the work order name, source location, destination location, etc. As I said before, it's possible to create a new unbilled order from the manufacturing order directly. So the next menu is planning. You may schedule activities in line with work orders and work centers using this planning menu. You can organize and manage a variety of production operations with the help of this function. So let's examine the planning option found in the planning menu. Here we can see planning by production and planning by work center. So it will be easier to manage operations if you plan work orders. You can include the production's plan date while establishing a work order. These details will be updated automatically by Odoo, and you can view the scheduled work orders by production using this planning by production option. So this platform is found under the planning module. Here this window will show the dates that various work orders are scheduled. When the date is highlighted, clicking on it, it will see a sample of corresponding work order. Here we can see the start date, stop date, and the work center details of each operations. So to view the work orders, we can choose it. Here I am removing the filter. Yes, here we can see the work order planning. Here we can see the operations, and by clicking on this, here we can see each operation. The first one is assembly. Here we can see the start date and stop date with time, and here we can see the work center name. It's possible to edit it by clicking on this. Here we can see which is in finished stage. Then the second operation for the same manufacturing order is here. We can see the second operation is varnishing. We will already discuss about the table manufacturing. This is the manufacturing order for table, I think. So here also we can see start date, stop date, and the work center name. So here we can see the work order dependencies, which means here we can see an arrow mark. It is from assembly to the varnishing, which means first we need to complete the assembling operation. Only after the varnishing will perform. This arrow mark indicates the operation dependencies. Then the next option is planning by WorkCenter. Using this planning by WorkCenter option, you may see the work orders that have been scheduled based on the work centers. You can view them found in the window and reschedule the work order if more than one work order is planned the same work center on the same time. So here we can see all the work centers or the work orders which in progress, ready, waiting or pending status. If I remove this here, we can see all the work centers and the operation status. As I said before, this arrow mark denote the operation or the work order dependencies. This is the planning module. Then here we have run scheduler option. So in Odoo 70, run scheduler's operational structure was already explained when we covered the inventory module. So the run scheduler feature is also available in manufacturing orders or in manufacturing module. So you can start the scheduler by choosing this run scheduler option under the planning menu, and by turning on this feature, the inventory will be set aside for actions that need to wait for components availability, and reordering rules will be activated in the event that there is not enough stock on hand. So let me cancel this. This is the planning operations. So then let's go to the settings again. Under planning option, we have a master production schedule. Let me enable this and let's save this. A production forecasting method based on the anticipated demand might be thought of as a master production planning. In manufacturing module of Odoo 70's Enterprise Edition, the user will have access to this feature. So the manufacturers can utilize the master production planning features to schedule the production. According to the projections, it determines the product demand. If the estimate is off, you can also change this value. This function helps with production planning in accordance with the market demand. This function can help the user to determine how much of the product has been produced in order to satisfy the demand. So the master production schedule function must first be enabled from the settings menu's planning tab. Then we need to set a time range. Here we can see we have an option to set the time range. It can be weekly, daily or monthly. The number of columns for this MPS report can also be mentioned in the area provided. Here I mentioned 12 columns. So then you can choose the master production schedule option from the planning menu. Here we can see the master production schedule. So the display on the screen will show the columns in accordance with the time range you specify. By selecting the appropriate settings from the rows menu, here you can expand the details by adding more rows to display. Here we have option to add more rows. Then starting, here we can see the starting inventory, actual demand, indirect demand forecast, indirect demand forecast, then to replenish, actual replenish, etc. Then we can include this fields also. Then in Odoo 70 may produce a manufacturing order upon replenishment if the route of operation of the relevant product is set to manufacturing when it is added to the MPS. So by selecting add a product button, here we can see add a product button. By choosing this add a product button, after making necessary changes to the route of operation, you can add the product to MPS. Here I am choosing one product, Crocs. So here we can choose the bill of material and the production warehouse, etc. Then mention the minimal free stock you want to keep on hand at all times for the product listed in the safety stock target area. So I set it as 100. Then minimum to replenish, which will always replenish at least that amount until the demand is 0. So we want to replenish minimum 90 quantity and the maximum is set as 200 quantities. Then the maximum replenish denotes which is the large amount of replenishment you wish to deploy for each NPS product. Then the remainder will automatically be carried over to the following period of if the demand exceeds this amount. After we can save this. Before that, let's check the product. Here we need to specify the route as, here we can see the route as manufacture. Then let's save it. Then let me search in the product cross. So here we can see the suggest replenishment value here. To see the orders created to restock the product, we need to visit the manufacturing order. So here we can see the forecast and demand, the suggested replenishment and forecast stock, etc. We can click on this replenish button to replenish the product or to produce a replenish order. After clicking this and by selecting this, we can also replenish it from the action button. After clicking this replenish option, let me go to manufacturing orders. So here we can see under this manufacturing order, there is a manufacturing orders created. Let me open this. Yes. Here we can see it is the manufacturing order created for the product Crocs. Then inside the source document, we have in the source document is the source is given as MPS, which is Master Production Schedule. So we can confirm or we can produce the remaining quantity by using this manufacturing order. So let's discuss one more features. So for that, I'm going to the bill of material for the same product Crocs. Here we can see the bill of material, and under the miscellaneous tab we have manufacturing lead time. Manufacturing lead time is nothing. It is the time taken to manufacture the product, or it is the time taken to schedule the manufacturing order. So I'm adding it as 5 days, which means we need 5 days to schedule the manufacturing order for the Crocs. And let's consider a scenario that our current on hand quantity is 0. Make it as 0. So here we can see currently we have no stock of Crocs is available. So let me create a sale order for the product. So Azure Interior request. Here we can see one quantity of Crocs is requested by the Azure Interior. So we can set the delivery date. Here under other info, we can edit the delivery date. Currently the expected delivery date is today. So here I am changing the delivery date as September 10. So the product, we need to deliver the product on next month. So let me confirm the order. So inside the delivery we can see the scheduled date is 90. So we expect the product availability in next month, which means the September 10th. So here we can see a manufacturing order is created for the product. So the scheduled date is September 5th, which means 5 days before the delivery date. So this has happened just because we set a manufacturing lead time as 5 days. So which means we need 5 days to schedule that, or we need 5 days to complete the manufacturing order. We need to schedule the manufacturing order before 5 days. This is how the manufacturing order or the lead time on manufacturing order works. Then inside the settings, we have one more option. It is security lead time on manufacturing order, which is help to avoid the delays. So we can schedule the manufacturing order earlier. So let me set the security lead time as 2 days. And again, let's check the same scenario again. So create one more sale order for Azure Interior again, and here request one quantity of clouds. Before confirming, let's change the delivery date as the same. Okay, the same date which we set in the previous case. So here I am adding September 10th. Then let's confirm. Here we can see the same scenario, like the delivery is scheduled to September 10th. And let me move back to the manufacturing. Here we can see in this case the schedule date is changed from 5th to 3rd, which means we need to schedule the manufacturing process on 3rd September, which means 2 days. To avoid the delay, we reschedule the manufacturing orders to 2 days, which means the 2 days before. This is the security lead time on manufacturing orders. So let's move back to manufacturing orders. So to enhance the manufacturing process, Odoo supplies some sub-modules. Maintenance, repair, PLM, shop floor are some of the sub-modules of manufacturing. So let's discuss each one separately. Here we can see the maintenance. It's crucial to guarantee the quality of machines you employ for the manufacturing process if you want to end up with a completely finished product. Your workload will be reduced if there is a specific module for managing the company's maintenance request. Any type of maintenance order within a firm can be monitored with the help of Odoo 70 maintenance module. So let's open the maintenance module. Here in this overview, we can see the maintenance teams. So you can or the users can designate a maintenance team in Odoo 70 module to manage and keep an eye on the maintenance orders. We can create new maintenance team from the configuration menu, and we can create equipment categories, maintenance stage, activity types, etc. So let's check how the maintenance or how we can create a new equipment and how the maintenance process happens. For that, I'm choosing the equipments and creating a new machine named as drill machine. So here we can see the equipment category. We can choose an equipment category and we can mention the company name and used by department, employee and other. If we choose it's used by an employee, we can mention the employee name here. Then here we can mention the maintenance team currently and choosing internal maintenance. So here we can see the technician. We can mention the technician name, assigned date. Here we can see the current date is automatically added as assigned date. Then here we can add the scrap date, used location, WorkCenter, etc. Here I am choosing this drill machine inside our drill station 1. Then if you have any description, we can mention the description inside this description field. And under the product information, we can mention the vendor, vendor reference, model, serial number, etc. The effective date is which the date from this date the particular equipment become effective. So I choose August 1st as the equipment effective date. Then we can mention the cost and warranty expiration date. Under maintenance, here we can see the expected mean time between failure. Currently, I am adding the expected mean time between failure as 30 days. Then let's save this. So the empty BF, estimate next failure, latest failure, mean time to repair, these all are currently unavailable. So the next here we have the effective date added as the 1st August. So the days can be added to the expected mean time between failure. The mean time between failure will be calculated automatically based on the effective date you selected. Then by taking into account the most recent failure date and the mean duration between failures, the estimate next failure will be displayed. The supplied field will display the most recent failure date. Then the mean time to repair field displays the typical amount of time need to fix the equipment. The equipment configuration will be finished once all the required information has been specified. So let's save the equipment. Here we can see maintenance. From here, we can create new maintenance request for the product. I'm choosing the maintenance request, and here I'm raising any request with the title as issue or check it. Then it's created by Michelle admin for the equipment drill machine. Here we can see the requested date is updated, and here we can see there are two maintenance types. The first one is corrective and the second one is preventive. So Odoo 70 offers two types of maintenance request, corrective and preventive. To guard against any forcing failures of the equipment, preventive maintenance will be performed, which is performed on a regular basis. When we choose the preventive maintenance, here we can see a recurrent field will appear, and we can add the repeat frequency in weeks, days, months, years, etc. And it's possible to add a repeat frequency here. And the next one is corrective maintenance. Corrective maintenance is nothing. When an item of equipment malfunctions, corrective maintenance will be performed to fix it. So here currently I am creating a corrective maintenance request. Then if we added this from any manufacturing orders, we can choose the manufacturing orders sequence number here. Currently I am not adding new or a manufacturing order. And then here we can see the team, and we can add the responsible person, schedule date. If we schedule the maintenance, we can add the schedule date here, and the duration, priority, email CC, company, etc. Then if we have any notes, we can add the notes and instructions from here. Then here, let's save the maintenance. Now, here we can see the maintenance request stages. There are currently there are 4 stages: new request, in progress, repaired, and scrap. You can alter the request stage based on how the procedure is going. So it's a new request now. We can change the stage to in progress, and after completing the maintenance process, we can change it to the repaired stage. Then let's check. It's from the maintenance request. Here, inside the required stage, we can see, the repaired stage, we can see the created maintenance request. So let me go back to the equipment. Then let's check the equipment. Yes, here we can see the drill machine. Then let's check the maintenance tab. Here we can see the maintenance dates are updated, which means here we can see the expected mean time between failure, which we added as 30 days. The mean time between failure is updated as 29 days. And here we can see the estimate next failure and latest failure days. Here we can see the latest failure is added on today, which means the latest failure of the equipment happens today, just because we raised the first maintenance request today. So on the basis of effective date, here we can see the effective date is August 1st. Then from the effective date to the latest failure, the days between effective date to the latest failure is 29 days. 29 days is updated as mean time between failure. Then when we need to, or when we want to check, or we want an estimate next failure date, we can add this mean time between failure 29 days with this latest failure, which means we estimate that the next failure will happen after 29 days from latest failure. So this is how the estimate next failure date is updated. So this is the all about the equipment. Then we can mention the work center from here. Here we can see we mentioned that this drill machine is used inside the drill station 1. So that's why we can view the work center from this smart tab. Then here we can see the equipment. So the equipment is added. Then MTBF, MTTR, estimate next failure days are also shown from this particular or this from for this particular drill machine. Then let's check how a maintenance request is raised from directly from manufacturing order. So for that, I'm creating a new manufacturing order for the product. Let's choose a product which we previously configured as. So from here, I'm raising a new maintenance request as adding as request. Then let's choose it for work center. Then from here, I'm choosing it for drill station 2. Then let's save it. Yes, we need to specify the T. I'm choosing it as subcontractor. Then let's save it. Then go back to maintenance, and here we can see there is one request is added. And here, while open this, here we can see it is raised from a manufacturing order, which is from the manufacturing order. If we raise it from any work order, we can see it from there. And let's go back to the manufacturing. Then let's check the work center. Here we can see which is drill station 2. Then here we can see the allowed employees are Mark Demo and Michelle Admin. Then let's go back to employee module to check the credential or the login password of demo and admin. So let's check demo first. Under HR settings, here we can see the credential or the pin code is 000. And let's go back to employees and choose admin. Here we can see the login password of Michelle Admin is 111. Then let's go to shop floor, and here we can see add operator option. Let's add an operator. I'm choosing, let me choose, yes, Mark Demo, and I'm adding his password. So the Mark Demo is login, and if we need to log in one more, we can choose the admin. Then let's add the password. So here we can see now Michelle Admin is logged in. So from here we can see the maintenance from the operation. Then using this 3 dots, here we have a request maintenance, and we can raise request 2, and which is for the work center. I'm choosing it's the work center as drill station 1. Then let's see, I'm adding the same subcontractor, and let's save this. If we want to close the shop floor, we can use this close button. Then go back to maintenance. Here we can see there are 2 requests, request 1 and request 2. While open this request 2, here we can see it's from the manufacturing order, and here we can see the work order. As I said before, we can change the request to in progress and repaired. Then while checking the work center drill station 1 from the internal link, here we can see the maintenance details are updated here. So it's possible to maintain both work centers and equipments. So let's choose the next module, which is PLM, Product Lifecycle Management. So the PLM module included in Odoo 70 centralizes all information and activities related to the product lifecycle and provide report on components, items and finished goods, as well as the engineering change orders, paperwork and quality. Let's check how the PLM works. Here we can see the ECO types, new production, product introduction and the BOM updates. These are the 2 ECO types. We can configure ECO types from here, and we can configure ECO stages from here. If I'm open this, here we can see these are the ECU stages created. And the first, fourth one is for the ECU type, new production introduction. And the again the next 4 is for BOM updates. I'll open this first one. Here we can see then stage name is added as new, and this is for the new product introduction. If we want to fold this stage in the Kanban view, we can enable this checkbox. And if we want to apply changes on the bill of material or product from this stage, we can enable the allow apply changes. And if we set the stage as final stage, we can enable this one. So here we can see approvals. There are 3 types of approvals. The first one is comment only, and the second one is approves but the approval is optional, and the third one is required to approve. So let's check each one. For the first stage new, I'm adding the approval type as comment only, and which is done by the user Michelle admin. So the second stage is in progress. Here we can see the approval is not mandatory, which means the approval is optional, and the user is set as Michelle admin. Then the third stage is validated. Here we can see it is added as allowed to apply changes, which means inside from this validated stage we can add changes on our bill of material or product. Here currently I am not adding any approvals. Then let's go to the effective stage. Here we can see which is folded in the Kanban view, and it is set as the final stage, and we required an approval. Let me change this approval from effective to validated. Here I am adding. So here we need an approval from the user Michelle admin and is required to approve, which means we can't change the stage from validated to the last stage until we get an approval from Michelle admin. So let's check it. For that, I'm going to master data and choosing a bill of material. Here we can see all the created bill of materials available in PLM module. Then let's check the bill of material for table. So here we can see the components, operations, byproduct, etc. Then from the miscellaneous tab, we can see the version of the product, which is set as version 1. So let's make a SEO change order on the bill of material. So we can add the title as updation, and I'm choosing the type as new product introduction. Then we can apply the SEO change order on bill of material and product only. Here I'm choosing it is on bill of material. Then we can choose the product table, and the bill of material will automatically add it here. We can mention the company name, responsible person, effective. Here I am choosing effective as soon as possible. If we want to choose it at date, we can mention the effective date here. Then I'm choosing currently I'm not choosing any tags, and we can, if we have any notes, we can add the note here. And if we want to check about the approvals, we can check it from the approvals tab. And after adding the details, or we can start revision by clicking this button. So here we can see the ECO change order, which means the engineering change order is in the new stage. Here we can see we need to add a comment. So we can add a comment by using the log note. I'm adding a comment, then let's log it. Here we can see we need to click this mark 10, then I'm adding the approval. So now the approval is completed. Then we can move to the next stage, which is in progress stage. So inside the in progress stage, we need to add approval, but the approval is not mandatory. So we can skip the approval from here, and it's possible to move to the next stage without adding any approval. So currently I'm not adding the approval. Here we can see the first stage, the status is added as commented, but for the second stage validated, the approval is not yet. Then here we can see the validated stages here, and we can change and it's possible to add any changes on our bill of material by using this revision. Here we can see the bill of material is in archived stage, and it's possible to change. I'm adding or I'm changing the quantity, adding a new product like a table kit with one quantity, and I'm adding one more operations like packaging, and it's happened in assembly line 1. So I'm done with the changes. So let's go back to ECO. Then here we can see an apply changes button. If we want to apply the newly added changes, we need to click on it. So okay, we need to first approve, and then we can only add apply changes just because we set approval as mandatory in this stage. Then let's click this apply changes. Here we can see the changes changed to effective. So then here we can see the BOM changes. So here we can see there is a new component is added which is as table kit with quantity. Then here we can see a operation is changed, which means a new operation is added inside the WorkCenter assembly line 1. Then inside the approvals, here we can see 2 stages we added approvals, and the approval date and time is updated here. If there is any extra information, we can view it from here. Now the ECO, which means the engineering change order, is completed. Then let's check the bill of material again. Here we can see it is unarchived now, and while checking the miscellaneous, here we can see the version changed to version 2. This is how the ECO change order apply. Then it's possible to create ECO request from our manufacturing order. For that, we can go to shop floor, and here while clicking on this 3 dots, here we have a suggest worksheet improvement. While adding a new step, here we can see updation 2. Sorry, I'm adding the title as updation 2. Then if we have any instruction, we can add instruction here. Then if you want to upload any document, we can use this upload your profile, then propose the changes. Here we can see the ECO is created. Let's close the shop floor and go back to PLM. Here we can see there are 3 ECO engineering changes is added inside this tab. Let's open here. We can see, yes, here we can see the ECO is created from the, here we can see the manufacturing order sequence number, and we can add a revision on this particular bill of material. This is all about the PLM module. The next module is repair. The repair module offered by Odoo 17 can be integrated with manufacturing and maintenance module to ensure the seamless performance. So here we can see the repair module. While open this, the overview shows all the repair orders created with the reference number, schedule date, product to repair, component status, customer, sale order, company, and the repair order status. We can create new repair order from here, and if we want to create new tags, we can use it from the configuration, and repair reporting is also available. So let's check how the repair order is created. I'm clicking on the new button. Then we need to choose the customer. Here I'm choosing Anita Oliver requested a repair order for the product table wood. So here I'm choosing a wooden table. Then we want to mention the number of quantities to be repaired. Currently I'm choosing the quantity as 1. Then if it is created from any return order, we can use or we can add the return order sequence number here. If the product is under warranty, we can enable this. If we enable this one, so the customer no need to pay any amount for the repair. So under parts, we have 3 options like add, remove and recycle. Here I am adding a new bolt with 5 quantity and again adding some screw with 5 quantity. Then if you want to remove some product, we can use this remove and we can choose the product. And if you want to recycle some product, we can use it, and I'm adding recycle as wood and top. Then under repair notes, we can add any additional internal notes here. Then under miscellaneous, here we can choose the operation type and the locations. Here we can see recycled parts destination location. It's possible to change the location. Here I am choosing the stock recycled as the location for recycled parts. Then after adding such details, here we can see the schedule date, responsible person, company, tax, etc. Now the request or the repair order is in new stage. We can confirm the repair order. Then here we can see which is in confirmed stage. Then if we need to start the repair, we can use this button and the status changed to under repair. After completing the repairing process, here we can use this end repair button. Now the repair order is completed and the product is repaired. So we can see the product movements from this smart tab. Here we can see the wooden table is moved from stock to stock. So this is the actual product we repaired. Then here we can see wooden top, which is moved from the virtual location to the recycled location. Then here we can see the product screw and bolt are moved from stock location to the virtual location production. Then here we can see another option to create quotation. We can directly create a quotation from here. So this is for the customer Anita Oliver, and here we can see the other details like expiration date, quotation date, etc. Then here we can see the newly added product bolt and screw with 5 quantity. This unit price is 0 because this product is under warranty. So the customer no need to pay any amount. We can confirm the sale order and it's possible to create an invoice from here. So here we can see the invoice amount is 0. Then we can confirm the invoice. This is how the repair orders will perform. So let's move back to manufacturing. So let's move to the last chapter, is reporting. Reporting is one of the most important feature in every module. So you can find the reports under reporting tab. Here we can find the reports on work orders, overall equipment effectiveness and production analysis. So let's carefully review each of this report. Let me choose the first one, which is work orders. The work orders reporting option allows for the analysis of work orders created in the module. So this platform provides Gantt view, list view, graphical and pivot views. The report's graphical representation is displayed here. So you can switch between line, pie chart, bar chart, etc. from here. So you may create report for work orders in Odoo 70 based on the stages like ready, in progress, pending, etc. So we have group by options here. You can create tailor-made reports of the work orders using the customize option offered by filters and group by options. Then by activating this measures like the carried quantities, cost per hour, duration, deviation, duration per unit, expected duration, quantity, worksheet pages, etc. You can widen the scope of the pivot table display also. Here we have the pivot table, and it's also the measures are available here, like I said. Then to add this report to the spreadsheet for additional analysis, use this insert spreadsheet button. By using this, we can insert the report to a spreadsheet. Then here we have the second option, is overall equipment effectiveness. This overall equipment effectiveness reporting platform can be used for the analysis of overall equipment effectiveness of the company's work centers. Then the users' work centers and lost reasons can be used to generate reports. To enhance the report, we can utilize the filters, availability losses, performance losses, quality losses, fully productive, and date. Then there is this report's metrics can be configured to duration, employees, etc. So employee cost and count. Here also we have different views like graph, pivot and list view. Then the line chart, pie chart. Likewise, the different type of graphical representations are also available. Then let's move to the third report, which is production analysis. So the production analysis option under the reporting menu can be used to undertake the production analysis on daily, weekly, monthly or annual basis. So based on the product and finished date, this platform will produce report of the production analysis. To acquire the reports of the production at the end date of each product, specify the end date of production as filter. So measures for this report include, here we can see the measures. Here we can see average employee cost, then the quantity produced, etc. Then you can also include average component cost, unit average operation cost per unit, average subcontracting cost per unit, average total cost per unit, byproducts total cost, then duration of operations per unit, then byproducts total cost, etc. So this is all about the manufacturing module of Odoo 70 Enterprise version. You can refer to our blogs and our functional and technical videos if you need further information. If you have any requirements, you can contact us by odoo@cybrosys.com. Thank you.